Alright guys, it's Nick here. This is the DVD update I've been promising to do forever and ever, but as you all know I've been really busy finishing She's Dead and Terratelli. I mean, I'm trying to release 2 films at the same time, premiere one at the cinema and go to a convention in Germany and all the other madness that's gone on. I've just been so busy and I've accumulated a massive pile of shit over the last month or so and not done an update. I've been promising it and I recorded this update twice last week and somehow I've discarded the files, so I thought, right, I'm going to do this update tonight, get it online before I go to bed. So that's my mission. So yeah, without waffling, go pre-order She's Dead, check out the reviews for it, they're up. I'm not going to talk too much about it because this is a DVD update. So yeah, right, I've got loads of shit to show. First up, I picked up this, which is a remake that when I saw it when it came out and I really hated it, really despised it, but one day I was just like walking through town and I thought, I really want to see this film, I really want to watch it again. For some strange reason something sparked in my head that I had to watch it again, so I walked into CEX and there it was for £1 right in front of me, so I picked it up, took it home, rewatched it, and I actually really liked it, and that is the Fog remake. I love the original. Now this one is crap. It is a crap remake, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, on second viewing I really enjoyed it actually. Some nice touches to it. Some random shit keeps appearing on the beach. Yeah, I mean, it's not a patch on the original. The original is one of the best horror movies ever made, in my opinion. And this is a bad movie, but it's fun. It's a fun bad remake. So yeah, that's the Fog. Next up is a sci-fi horror flick thriller that when I was a little kid I really enjoyed this movie, and it's a very bleak movie for a little kid to like, and it's one I've been wanting to pick up for ages. Finally got around to getting it and watched it twice since I picked it up, because yeah, I do love this movie, and that's Soylent Green starring Charlton Heston. When I was a kid, as I say, well, when I was a kid I used to love it. Very bleak film, set in like a messed up future where there's overpopulation and there's this strange food source called Soylent Green. Charlton Heston's this detective and he uncovers the nasty truth about Soylent Green. I'm not going to ruin it if you haven't seen it, but if you have seen it I'm sure you're muttering the last lines of the movie right now. Good film. I mean, shame Charlton Heston became a bit of a dick in his later years, but great movie. This one is like, actually I'll leave it on to the last. It's comedy, everything else is horror, or cult stuff, that's just something else. Stay Alive is a mainstream horror flick about a killer video game. I saw it when it came out, liked it, rewatched it. I like this movie a lot, I really do enjoy this. Cheesy as hell, it's got that kid from Malcolm in the Middle in it. Yeah, it's good fun. This is one of my favourite Walter Hill movies. I used to have this on HD DVD, but when I got rid of my HD DVD player I got a shot of it, so yeah, finally picked it up on DVD, and that's Streets of Fire. Really cool 80s flick, set like on rock and roll sort of backdrop, bikers and shit like that, and the villain's Willem Dafoe. Yeah, it's cool stuff. Really used to dig this movie. The only Blu-ray of this update, when I heard this came out, I had to order it. It took a couple of weeks to come, and it arrived this week. Got a quick look at it. Looks nice on Blu-ray. It doesn't, you know, not the best transfer in the world, but it definitely looks nice on Blu-ray. And one of my favourite movies that I've mentioned hundreds of times before, and that's Masters of the Universe. The best thing, I've only had a flick through it so far, but the best thing I've seen is like the Canon logo in HD. Yeah, gets me all excited. Went around to see a mate last night and he offloaded a couple of titles to me. Picked up this, he gave me this to check out. A zombie, it's the one with the zombie Bin Laden. I've heard mixed reports on it, gonna give it a go one night this week I think. And that one I got from him, I'd never ever heard of this. I saw this on the side and I was like, what the hell is this? Because I've not seen this at all anywhere. And that is Nazi Zombie Death Tales. It's a British zombie, Nazi zombie anthology. Never heard of it. Yeah, really intrigued me. Apparently it's supposed to be really crap, so pretty right on my street. Yeah, Nazi Zombie Death Tales. good old Poundland pickups now. Picked this up in Poundland, saw this when it came out, I liked it, I haven't seen the remake, I would like to give this another go, and that's them, French horror, I believe it was French, with like the hoodies. Yeah, it's quite a cool film from what I remember. I think I've seen this one, I'm pretty damn sure I've seen this one, I've definitely seen the first one, and I think there's a third one as well. Another Poundland pickup, and that's Rika Part 2. No Man's Land. The first Rika was pretty cool. People get stuck at this gas station, there's like a killer going around, but it turns out it's like some heaven and hell type place in between. Yeah, yeah, Rika 2. I'm sure I've seen it. Oh, I can't remember much about it. Another Poundland pickup. We've got Stephen King's Riding the Bullet, which is a Mick Garris film, obviously, because Mick Garris always directs Stephen King TV movies. I quite like some of these. Don't know the story of this one. It's based on the best-selling Stephen King ebook. So yeah, I'm sure I'll give it a go at some point. Riding the Bullet. A classic that I strangely didn't have in my collection. I got it on VHS, but I didn't have this on DVD. Never owned this one on DVD. A lot of them I've owned and got rid of and got back again, but this one I've never had on DVD, only ever had it on VHS. And the UK VHS has got a different title as well, where Revenge of the Demon or something, and that's Pumpkinhead. Yeah, it's sort of cheap. I love Pumpkinhead. I like all of them actually. Even like the sort of Sci-Fi Channel sequels. I like all the Pumpkinhead movies. Yeah, so yeah, Pumpkinhead. This one was one that I had it somewhere on like a crappy Hollywood DVD multi-pack, and I used to absolutely love this movie. And you know, I don't know if you know that sometimes you get this movie you really love, and for some reason, although you love it in pieces, you kind of forget about it because there's so many movies you see all the time. And yeah, and I basically forgotten how much I adored this movie until the other day. I was watching Richard Heavy Metal Richard's video, and yeah, Gary had sent him a copy of this, and I was like, oh shit, man, I love this movie. So I went straight on Amazon and picked it up for a penny. Came back the other day, rewatched it the other day, and oh my god, I can't remember. I adore this movie. I've forgotten how much I adore this movie. Absolutely love it, and that's Popcorn. 90s, late 80s, early 90s slasher set in a cinema and an all-night horror-thon. It is just so awesome. My kind of movie, my kind of cheese. Love it, absolutely love it. D. Wallace is in it. Brilliant movie. There is like this release gets a little bit shit on. People say the transfer is really shitty on this one. I think the transfer on this one is good. I can't remember if this is the same transfer that's on like the shitty Hollywood DVD releases, but the transfer ain't too bad on this. Yeah, it's full screen. There is an elite edition that's like long out of print. It's like rare as rocking or shit. But I know that there's a special edition coming out at some point. And with all the titles that like Scream Factory are being announced, and I wouldn't be surprised if they announce this. Hopefully they will. But yeah, Popcorn, great movie. You can get it dirt cheap. So if you like your cheese and you haven't seen this movie, pick it up. It's awesome stuff. This is another cheapo. A couple of cheapos I picked up when I was in Bristol. All the Boys Love Mandy Lane. Now, personally, I think the trailer for this movie looks utter shite, and I've never ever wanted to watch it, but loads of people keep saying it's good, you should check it out. So I saw it for £1 and I thought, right, it's one I can stick on the shelf and one day maybe tempted to watch it, but to be honest, that trailer is just so goddamn awful for it that I can watch it. Another £1 pickup, and that is, I just picked this up because I was out and I wanted to buy DVD. I had £1 in my pocket, so I was like, right, got to buy something. I like the first two movies in this series, and I actually really like this one for all the wrong reasons, and that's Anaconda 3, The Offspring with David Hasselhoff. This is so fucking awful, it's amazing. The Hoff fighting giant CG snakes, what more can you ask? It's so terrible, it's brilliant. Yeah, Anaconda 3, The Offspring, great stuff. Loved it. Someone on YouTube picked this up from Poundland and said it was really good. So on that basis, I went and I picked this up from Poundland for £1. because someone said it was good, but I can't remember who it was. So whoever it was that picked this up and said it was good, I've got it, I will check it out. It's Alone with Her, starring Colin Hanks. Apparently really creepy and good. Don't know who, can't remember who it was that recommended it, but I will check it out. This is, I'm going to this horror convention next week with Dead Good Films. Like, we're going to this one in Germany, the Weekend of Horrors, loads of cool guests there. Linnea Quigley's going to be there, and I love Linnea Quigley, so I've got a massive stack of stuff for her to sign, and this is one of my favourites of hers, and I wanted a copy, and I want the US version with the original cover art, but I saw this for like 25p, so I thought I'll get it, and that's Creepazoids. Love Creepazoids. It's got like pretty much most of the artwork on the back, but not on the front. Yeah, if you've never seen Creepazoids, watch it, it's cool shit. It's crap fest for me, I love it. Another one that I saw when it came out, thought it was shit, rewatched it, really enjoyed it. Certainly not Wes Craven's best movie, but a lot of fun, I think. And that's Cursed, starring Christina Ricci and Pacey from Dawson's Creek and that Eisenberg guy. Yeah, when this came out, didn't really like it, gave it another go. Yeah, it was a good, fun, cheesy horror movie, like a modern cheesy horror movie. I enjoyed it really. Yeah, Cursed. Very predictable. Managed to score this for like 70p or something. Always loved this movie. I love the anime as well. Brian Freeman with Mark Dacascos. Yeah, cool shit. Dacascos was badass in the 90s. I mean, these days he just like plays in like shitty TV movies, but man, in the 90s Dacascos was so underrated. Only the Strong, like one of my favourite American fight movies. This Drive, you know, he did some kick-ass movies in the 90s. Very overlooked action star in my opinion. Yeah, Brian Freeman, good movie. I've already got this somewhere, I'm sure, but yeah, I saw it for £1 when I was in Bristol, and it was like, it's £1. It's like my favourite of the 80s cannibal movies, so I've got to pick it up, even if I have, I'm sure I've got it somewhere. I haven't been able to find it yet, but I'm sure I've got another copy somewhere. I'm sure I've got a Region 1 one somewhere. Cannibal Apocalypse, starring the man John Saxon. Yeah, good stuff, man. Tony and Margaretti, I think. Yeah, it's got right in the front of the cover. Yeah, yeah, Cannibal Apocalypse. Most of you guys know that film. I picked this up to get signed at the convention. Now this movie, it's a public domain movie. It's like probably the most common horror movie on DVD in the world. And I wanted one that had a decent cover art. So I looked on Amazon, and they're all lots of pennies, and there's like many different editions. And this one looked like it had quite a cool cover art, so I ordered it. And when it turned up, it was a bloody tin, so I was well happy. It's Night of the Living Dead. Yeah, it's a tin edition. Cost me £1 on Amazon. It is a little bit beaten up. It's got a few scratches on it, a little dent. But if I can get it signed, it'd be quite cool, because the girl's there, Kyra Sean, or whatever her name is, she's at the convention. Well, she's a lady now. So yeah, I thought it'd be quite cool to get signed. I couldn't believe it was a tin when it turned up. So yeah, Night of the Living Dead tin. Got a few editions of it, but that's the one I wanted. Right, this next one, I picked it up for 75p, and I had it when it came out, and I didn't really like it the first time I saw it. It was a real shitty movie, and I like shit movies. But I watched the sequel, which came out about a year later, and I loved the sequel. I watched the sequel several times, so on that basis I thought, oh, I remember really enjoying the sequel. So I picked up the original again, Decoys, and yeah, it's still not great. It's alright. Set in this college, this is aliens from, well, outer space obviously, and they take the guys to these hot girls, and they go after guys, and this one kid finds out what's going on and sort of fights back. Yeah, I mean, this one, I don't know if I like this or not. I mean, I like bad movies, and yeah, it's a bad movie, it's a cheesy movie, I think it's a TV movie of some kind. Yeah, I watched this and I kind of enjoyed it, but I still found a hard time getting through it. But because I ordered this, I had to get the sequel, which I remember loving. So yeah, I'll rewatch the sequel, but I do remember the sequel being a million times better than the original. It's kind of a bit like a teen version of Species. That's probably the best way to describe these movies. They're like, a bit like, I mean, you can tell by the cover of this one, they've kind of gone for the Species look. Yeah, it's kind of like teen Species. But yeah, gonna give this one a go because I remember really enjoying this one. And this one's alright, but yeah, I mean, they cost me about like, that cost me £2 for the pair, I think, 70p for that one and then £1.20 for that one or something like that. Yeah, a lot of money. This is an edition I've been after for ages. I saw it really cheap, like £2. Not in the greatest shape, but it's an edition I always wanted. And that's Bruce Campbell versus the Army of Darkness, the bootleg edition. So many versions of Army of Darkness out there. Yeah, I think this is just sort of director's cut. It's got really crap cover art on it. I always thought when I first saw it online when it came out all those years ago that it came in a paper bag, but no, it's just printed over the cover. Yeah, the bootleg edition of Army of Darkness. I was watching Luke's Myasumu's. I got really stressed out when I was editing, so when I was getting stressed out I'd like go and watch YouTube videos, and I was watching Luke's collection video and he showed this, and many people have recommended this film so many times over the years, and yeah, Luke recommended this in his video and it reminded me of one I've always wanted to pick up. So with that, because I was having a stressy day, I went on Amazon and I managed to find this for like £2. It normally goes for like a tenner. I can see why I got this for £2 because yeah, it's in pretty bad shape for such a nice edition movie, but still really glad I got it. I sat down to watch the movie and it fried my brain a bit because I was watching it late at night. It was absolutely amazing, but I just couldn't sit and watch it at that time of night and getting up at 6 in the morning. So I need to find a day where I can sit and watch it and take it all in. But I mean, this movie is crazy, and that's House, aka Houseu, bonkers 70s Japanese movie. I'm sure there's many reviews of this on YouTube, so if you want to find out about it, just like look on YouTube. But this movie's fucking insane. I've seen about 40 minutes of about half of it, and I absolutely loved every single second I saw. But I loved it. It was so good, and it was so late at night. I didn't want to ruin it. I wanted to take it all in properly. It's just so out there. It's ridiculous. I say I've got this for £2. It normally goes for quite a bit more than that. The reason I got this for £2 is it's got a sticker ripped there. This is all creased. There's stains on the booklet, and for what, it's got a code number written on there. I think someone must have nicked this from a library and sold it. And behind the disc is a gigantic bloody tear where there used to be a security sticker. So yeah, but for £2, it's a good edition, good movie. I mean, yeah, it's a bit creased and ripped, but it's not that bad. The disc's fine, the disc's mint, so yeah. Housey. Oh. This is one from a franchise that I needed, and man, I love this movie, and that's Halloween 6. I love it. I've always wanted to see the producer's cut. There's one Halloween movie I didn't have. It's always been one of my favourites of the series. Young Paul Rudd and all that. Yeah, I really like Halloween 6. Love it. What did I say about that? I stupidly sold this movie when I was skint a few months ago, and I was, you know, needed money. So I wouldn't stupidly say it because it did help me out, and it went to a good home. I sold my copy to someone there on YouTube. But it was one movie I really regretted selling. And I was talking about it on Facebook, and a friend of mine on there said, I've got that edition, I've got a spare copy, I'll send it to you. So yeah, my mate Charlton, I don't know if he watches my YouTube videos, but if you do, thanks a lot for this, man. And yeah, I got Madman again. A lot of you guys know how much I love Madman. I have got a preset VHS of it, which I showed quite a lot on here. I've still got that, but I sold my UK Anchor Bay. Well, I've now got the US Anchor Bay. One day I'll pick up the Code Red. I only want the Code Red really for the special features. I don't want it for the film because they've removed the blue filter, and like, you know, Madman is all about the blue filter. But yeah, Madman, like, easily one of the greatest slasher movies ever. So over the moon that someone was kind enough to send me this. It's just awesome. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. After watching Popcorn, it reminded me of this movie, which I saw when it came out and really enjoyed. So yeah, I've been wanting to pick it up for ages, and there's two cuts. There is like a killer cut edition, which I wanted, but I never see it that cheap, and I saw this for like £1, so I picked it up. Midnight Movie. This is a really cool indie slasher flick set in the cinema, and it's like killer comes up to the screen and stuff. I love this film, well good fun. Yeah, Midnight Movie, brilliant stuff. If you've never seen it, check it out, definitely. Get it really cheap now. There's a Blu-ray of this out and everyone's moaning about it, and then I realised I didn't even have it on DVD, so thought I'd better pick up the DVD because I'm going to pay the prices for the Blu-ray. It's knackered. Yeah, Night of the Living Dead, the Tom Savini 1991. Yeah, brilliant. Can't believe I didn't have it. 1p well spent. Please don't fall over. Right, I've got a couple left. The one I threw on the floor earlier on. These last two are comedies, so that's why I put these two last. Saw this when it came out and I enjoyed it. Very quirky, strange comedy, but I really liked it, and for 70p I thought, bargain. Sasquatch and Dumpling Gang. Yeah, it's like such lo-fi indie, kind of like Napoleon Dynamite feeling comedy. Yeah, it's these like fake Sasquatch shit, and these kids think they found Sasquatch's shit, and got these two like dudes, and yeah, it's fun. Yeah, if you like quirky comedies, check it out. I quite enjoyed it when the first time I saw it. And the last one, saw this at cinema when it came out. I was a big fan of the TV show for the first two series, but was never that keen on the third series. So yeah, got the film for 75p. Rewatched the film, and actually I really like the film. It's not as good as the TV show, but it's fun. And that's League of Gentlemen's Apocalypse. Yeah, if you don't know what League of Gentlemen is, I'm sure you guys get it in the States. I'm sure it's popular over there. It's a really weird, surreal, creepy, dark British comedy show that's still very silly. And this was the movie version, but I'm sure you all know about League of Gentlemen. It's old news. But yeah, if you've never seen it, check out the show. The movie's not really a good introduction to it. Watch the show first, but yeah, cool stuff. 25p. Right, I think it's 25p I paid for that one. Right, okay, that's the end of this DVD update. It's gone on for 23 minutes. But yeah, I had to get it out of the way because, like, with all the shit going on, cinema and DVDs coming out, Blu-rays coming out, going to this convention. If I left this update till after I got back from the convention, hopefully I'm going to come back with a shitload of awesome from the convention. So yeah, I need to get the update out of the way. So yeah, that's it. I'm Nick. I make films. I update about films. I review films. I love films. I love films. I sound like a right twat. Yeah, buy my movies from my web store, deadgoodfilmslike.co.uk. I will put a link down the bottom. And yeah, comment and subscribe and all that shit to my videos. And yeah, see you all soon, guys. Bye.